Okay, so everything seems to be set up. Does anybody want to do our session recap for today for an extra hero point?
If no one else wants to do it, I can do it.
By all means.
Okay, so last session we were heading over to the over to the we're exploring those ruins. We met inside it
Debbie,
what?
your mic is open, I think. You can.
Yeah,
if you
I'll
can
fix
turn-
the sensitivity issue.
yeah. So we met Lan and the what.
Wenduog.
Windog. There we go. Sorry. Who are two mongrels is the unkind way of putting it, but they had their own way. I don't remember what it was. Underneath Knobbrace, they're descendants of former, the descendants of Crusaders who'd been corrupted by the energies of the abyss, whatnot. When they learned about that we had the power of the Blade of Heaven, Lan got excited and Windog got less excited, but they agreed to lead us back to our village. So we headed back. On the way back, Windog tried to persuade us to not show our angelic power to the leader, saying that it would lead to the mongrels in the village throwing their lives away unnecessarily. We also encountered. Let's see. We already had see a lot. It was Horgus Worm. There we go. Yeah, we encountered Horgus Worm, who was a kind of a pompous businessman type, and he wanted us to escort him back up to the surface so that he can recover his money, or at least as much as possible. And with me had Arvashniel, an elven wizard who had been recently blinded by the in the chaos. So we took these two people and also guided them to the village, where we showed up. We did some shopping, slept overnight, and that was it. The session was mostly on meeting those NPCs. All right. Since we actually we're down to 3 people by the end, we decided not to talk to the village chief before, with not everyone there, because that would be like an actual important moment of the story.
Well, yeah, and also we were kind of having a bit of what's it called? A bit of a debate about whether or not we could whether we would tell the elder about the light of the power of the light of heavens that we have, because Wenduog says we shouldn't because it'll just give everyone false hope and get them all killed. Lon says we should because giving them hope means that they can live another, they can actually strive for something else and not just live in the dark squalor for no reason. Dale was very much on the side of showing. I think was it Wop Wop who was not on the side of showing?
Yeah. Wop Wop is with Windwag.
Wop Wop may or may not be on Windwag's side for reasons other than the moral ones.
He's a little bit fascinated with the spider lady, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's because they both have names that start with W.
It's true, yes. Yeah. But I actually didn't know where we got where we I don't think. Yeah, I don't know where Tregard and Lottie kind of.
I think that we ended mid discussion on that because I think you leave, so we were like, let's just pause.
Oh
I
yeah, sorry.
think I think this discussion is also interesting to have in character, and you might be interested in having some NPC or another's opinion on that if you want to see their values and stuff. So I think we can go back on that. So our session is going to return while you are a bit further in the day. It's hard to understand the days down here. There isn't any sun or moon to guide your circadian rhythms, but you understand the day is getting later when your body starts getting heavier, when the town starts to shift towards more of a caretaking mode, and people start making some smoked mushrooms and fishes, and they start coming back from the hunting trips, the fishing trips. You start seeing the town getting a little bit livelier with the passing of time, but it's still a very small town. Neat Home is uh, as small as a village can be. The the villagers here are very interested in you. Most of them can't speak too much of your your language. They have this own version of Eklo they speak. Lottie can communicate a lot easier with them, but even to her, the Eklo they speak is very rudimentary in a way. It is something that developed more naturally without writing and anything of the sorts. You managed to barter some goods, you managed to sell some equipment, to buy some new ones, and you start feeling more and more tired. You see some of your companions were also helping around, trying to understand a bit more of the the village. Sela in particular seems very excited to see all of this all of this underground crusader stuff's happening, and is quick to start asking people questions and trying to find someone to share a campfire with. Horgus is a lot more reserved, as is Aravashnial. Both of them seem to think that this place is a bit too squalid for them and stick towards the edge of the cavern where your group quarters are. Anavia is a lot more open with them, but with the state her leg is in, she can't walk around very easily. So she also ends up spending more time with Lan and the others back at base camp. You see that as time goes on and people start returning to the village, it's very quick that word comes to them that Lun was right and there might be hope. He is very excited about that and is sharing to whoever he can, and those people are sharing to the next and to the next, and by evening, you're pretty sure everyone in the village has heard one version or another of the story that Lon was was spreading around. But when night comes, you start going back to your campsite. You see your companions, whether your friends or just acquaintances by this point, all sharing this stone table next to a campfire. Some food that seems just as tasty as it seems weird is put on the table, provided by the villagers that wanted you to have a taste of the local cuisine. Basically, bugs and mushrooms. It's hard to have more than that. There's a cut or two of lizard as well. And you see that while Lon is very, very excited still, the air is still a little bit heavy in uncertainty of what happens next. And while you take your bowls and your soup, your fish or your mushrooms, and start to sit down or lie in your tents where you're going to eat and rest for a little bit. The scene is yours.
So, if I'm not mistaken, was it Lottie who had the angel thing, or was it?
I think technically
yes.
we can all do
Okay.
it if we switch. I think we can
Yes.
swap it around. On a
Yeah, I just think currently Lottie is in
Currently,
Yeah,
it's
possession
inside
of it.
Lottie's armor. Yes, it's inside Lottie's armor. Yes.
Lottie is the holder.
Well, I mean, you've heard where I stand on the issue, and I've heard where Womp Womp stands on the issue. What about you two? Any thoughts on our upcoming situation?
I'm still not entirely sure why we would keep it a secret at all. I know she said it would give people false hope and they would all run off and die, but
That seems like a good reason.
would you consider the actual light of an angel false hope?
I mean, do you know that?
Well, I have a very good hunch.
Yeah, it does look cool, but
Nevertheless, what is the alternative?
I'm wondering if it would be safest for these people to just leave. After all, they must have some sort of access to the Darklands here, which would make it dangerous, but perhaps less dangerous than a town pouring with demons. But no, I think that we should probably tell them they're down here because of these, right? That is why they still live here.
That's what Land said. Or I get the idea that Mr. Land is somewhat of a optimist in terms of old stuff.
So I think that the reason they show it is believes that they will rush to surface messenger that the underground traders go back to the. Do you think the town they ready? Well, interesting looking fellas pop out of the ground. They're gonna be like, "Oh, new fighters joining the city. Let's welcome with open arms." I think they're gonna, shit, demons crawling out of the ground. Let's kill them.
You might need to adjust the sensitivity on your mic again.
Yeah, because I got
I got
every
I
third
got.
word.
I think I got the gist of what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but it was such a good speech.
well, we do have
Well,
the captain of the
I-
guard's partner down here, and she can vouch for him.
Yeah, yes, I think that Anevia would deal would smooth that over. I am more worried that they might get themselves hurt trying to help us, but hopefully we can talk them down.
I mean, do you really think it will be... Say we don't tell them, that they stay down here and wait.
I don't think that's the alternative. Like, not telling them doesn't mean, they'll stay down here forever. It means they're not going to rush off and into that maze thing and towards the surface, right? That's what you said. The way to the surface was the maze thing. So
Um,
I don't think they have to stay here forever just because we don't show them the light of heaven.
in the time we've been down here, in the day that we've been down here, like asking around, what would have been from I know a lot of them can't really speak that well, but from the ones that can, what is like the current position of like the place's opinion on Lon and Windwag?
You would have either Lan or Wendwag translating whenever needed, and Lottie can speak Aplo, so you can have uh, uh, a pretty good idea. Everybody clearly understand both of them are the best or close to the best hunters the town has. They are ones who go farther away and know the caves more and supply a bunch of the foods the the town needs. And that seems to be most of the like importance people put on each of them. The town does see Lon as this optimist who is very in line with the prophecy. He's always bringing it up and trying to remind people of their ways and the reason why they, they're waiting all this time, while Wendlog is very much a people-centered person. She is there for the survival, for the present, to make sure people have enough to eat the next day. She is very practical in that sense. That would be the general gist you get from either of them.
But it seems like the town kind of, both of them are pretty well liked.
Yeah, both of them are important people in the
Okay.
town, at least from the sense that the town needs
Right.
them for food, but also none of them are disliked in any way. Wendwag is a bit more quiet and more practical. She is snappy and sometimes a bit aggressive when she speaks, but everybody knows that in a way she is trying to take care of having food on the table, while Lon is a lot more talkative. If you talk to younger folks, he would be a lot more popular. They would see him as this person who's trying to inspire them to be heroes, and all this more like inspiring talk, a little bit more looking towards the future.
I can only speak from personal experience, but I mean, up there it was horrible.
You can roll a diplomacy check for me as well if you want to gather information about either one of them.
I think I'm good for now, but I will. I'll say this, and this is from personal experience. What we saw up there before we fell was pretty terrible. I know a lot of folks up there definitely going to need heroes, and that there's probably not enough up there as it is. The folks down here, I'll admit, not all of them are fighters, but neither was I before I picked this thing up and hold up my sword. Plus, so if we can be inspiring to them, maybe they can help save the people up there just as much as we can. At least that's my thinking into it.
I don't know. I just don't think they'll be hailed as heroes.
Well, I'll stand by them. And I hope Nevia will, too.
Whether or not they are, to me it seems... I don't know. Rather cruel to lie to them about the presence of something that they've been waiting for so long. Whether or not it is what it is, or fills them with hope or dread, is up to them. But they've been down here living a whole culture talking about a prophecy. It'd be strange if we jumped the track, took the source of that prophecy, pretended it didn't exist, and left.
I guess said he so.
What do our probably discounting Horgus, because I don't think anything he'll say is going to be very helpful. I'm gonna be honest, but what do our companions have? What are our companions' opinions on the matter?
It would be important how you ask, and if it would be like in the middle of everybody, if you would like get them a little bit away and ask them while they were alone. How would that be asked?
I think it would be like laid out like we're doing now with all of them around a table, but not like in public, like in a tent or something, right?
Oh, and this probably doesn't involve landing Windwalk because we already
So they wouldn't. But I'm mostly talking about Anevia, Irabeth, and
Irabeth.
Oh no, Irabeth's not here. Sorry. Yeah, Anevia, Sela. Sorry, and
Can I suggest one more? It's a bit out there. I think we should involve Dyra.
If we involve Dyra, won't she just kill the others?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no more than Lan will, right? Lan or also side. My point is just
that's true.
She seems like someone who would love to go to the surface, but also has the safety of her tribe in mind. So it would be a third perspective from their perspective that have some of the ideas of both Lan and Windward.
Yeah, I like that. Sure. I mean, maybe we can convince her not to say anything until we meet with the leader. But yeah.
Yeah, but you bring her in as a representative of the common folk.
If we bring together a round table of her, Anevia, Sela, and Rashvino, if Horgus is there, fine. But he's not explicitly invited, I suppose. What would they say? Not you don't have to act every character, but I just what would their opinions be?
I think the acting is important to show the NPCs as people as well. But Sela would be the first one to speak up with a clear. Of course, we have to show them. We have the light of an angel on our side. We can make these people have hope, and it's Iomedae we're talking about. It's the light that's going to guide their way. It shouldn't even be a choice. The second one to speak is Aravashniao, who considers for a little bit longer, but responds in a little bit more of an authoritative voice. He says, "We have to understand what we're after by showing these creatures this light. If that is going um, to bolster them, to help us, it might be useful enough. If it might make them envious of the power, who knows what might happen before we leave here. It's a risk and something that has to be considered properly. Anevia is a little bit more laid back in the way she can. She is somewhat appreciating the the fact that she doesn't have to walk too much these recent hours, and she says, "Well, if we get them up there, we can make good use of them. I am sure we can train them and all of that." I She looks back towards the village through the lake and towards the lights on the windows. I don't think any of them would be fit to fight a demon at this state, but I mean, if you could convince them to stay and come back when it's a little bit safer, we
That's
we can
that's
definitely train them and
that is also my point. No one says we don't have to show them ever. They're saying we shouldn't do it right now until we have a safe way out of here, and we can make a much better informed decision once we know how the surface looks, right? Like the differences between showing them now and in a few days is that really that much difference for them
Anevia,
that's been waiting 100 years?
yeah, Anevia nods and continues a little bit. I think it's important to understand, at least from my point where I work, that sometimes the morally correct option or the morally obvious option might not be the most interesting. I won't say I know which is the correct choice in this situation, but I think lying isn't that big of a deal. Hiding is a little bit of lying just as much, and we do it all the time. Aravashniao points at the the finishing of Anevia's statement. At the end of things, you have the light in your possession. You are the ones with the final say in all of this. Without this power you were given, we might never get out of this horrid place. We need at least one of the two guides to show us wherever that maze thing, whatever that is at.
That's true. We can't
I
stick down
mean,
here forever.
It just
one
seems
direction to know
strange
where
to
it is,
me.
right?
And so does Lan.
Yeah, but we want to show.
Well, there's only one
It just seems strange to me to decide for them what is best for them when we've only been
We should
down
ask
here less
Tyra.
than a
I
day.
agree. Let's ask Tyra.
So communicating with Daira is really hard, and
Damn it.
usually is done by having either Wendwag or Lan translate. They are a little bit more accustomed. I would say Lottie can make a society check or a diplomacy check
Okay.
to try and understand enough to have some sort of communication. It would be a difficult check. It isn't difficult for Lottie, apparently.
Yes. Yes, I'm fairly well versed in Aklo. This is very much a pidgin dialect of it, but I think that I can communicate.
It's even harder because Daira can barely make some of the phonemes that are required to speak Aklo, but with a lot of effort, you manage to translate enough. What is the question you're going to ask her? If you should show the light to her people or not?
Yeah, like her opinion on this conundrum we have,
Yes.
that whether it would be beneficial to these underground raid crusaders or mongrels,
Yeah.
or neithers. Neithers was what they call them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nethers.
Yeah. There we go.
Nethers. Okay, so whether it would be beneficial to show
Or
them
too
now
dangerous.
or come back for them later. Like, what did she think about the two viewpoints, that is Lan and Windwell?
she she says that it's hard for her to judge, considering Wendlog is the only one that has traversed the maze and came back alive, to understand how dangerous it is out there. But she she does know that her people, that there are capable people or capable persons in her people, and and that they might be able to help immediately up there and would be glad to do that. But she also understands that one is too excited too fast, and that it might be more that he is interested in going back to the surface, or she says that he has this different view than most of her folk, where they don't tend to live very long. It's usually some 30 gongs or less before they start mutating and like getting very very physically ill. But Lan has more of a human view on these things. He wants to make his life more than just the time he lives. And she says it's probably because his mother was a human.
He has personal reasons to want to get out of here, not so much for his clan people.
She would say it's a possibility. Like the prophecy exists. Her people believe in the prophecy. Most of them not as much as Lan, but Lan does make an effort to remind them of their duty. But Lan has this idea that they can be more than just people that survive and be people that made a difference, while Wendlog is a lot more of we need our people to function first, and then we can think of anything else. She would say, if you asked her which she would prefer, she would say that she understands the chief is the person with the final say in that, and it's up to him which would be the best for the village. But showing it to him would be a decision at that point. So,
Well, we've heard from ever. I'm gonna pull the group of main adventurers us aside, kind of be like,
We're the main adventure.
yeah, but you know what I mean.
the group of angel
Yeah,
people,
I'm gonna say.
the shiny
I'm gonna
ones.
say. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna. He kind of allow to translate this for me for our guest. But hey, everyone, thank you for stating your pieces. Seeing as we're the ones who put that out there, we're gonna confer now. But I appreciate everyone putting out their thoughts. And
And while you say that, Porgus is going to look at you with this stern face he always does, and he says, "And why are you so obsessed with the opinions of these people? It's easy if you want to go to the surface and help people, you make the decision that brings you there the fastest. If that means showing this light to whoever they are, it's them you want to save, or the people up there."
See, they have it. So whatever he says, we'll do the opposite, right?
well, it's a pretty decent take there, Mr. Horgus. And I apologize for not conferring with you along with the rest. I honestly forgot you were back there. You kind of looked a little comfortable between those two rocks.
He looks at the two rocks and looks back at you. You will see how comfortable my pillows are once you get me out of this hellhole and back into my beautiful halls.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Horgus. Yes, indeed. Friends, if I can confirm, we've heard every...
Nevertheless, a decision has to
yes,
be made.
indeed. We can't just talk in circles all day while a bunch of demons kill people up there. I mean,
you can.
I mean, we could, but it's not, might have rough on the conscience and not exactly the thing a hero would do. So,
just get back to the surface and
we'll live down here and just hang out, take a wife.
That's not bad.
yeah.
Wop already has a wife down here.
Yeah, that's true. Wop got married 3 times in the one day we were down here. So should we all just should we just do it old fashioned style, like slips of paper in a bucket type of vote?
Lottie looks at Wop
Wop
and...
grudge against anyone that votes opposite me. I don't think we have to do it anonymous.
Yeah, Lottie looks at Wop and wonders...
Oh, wait, yeah, no, that would be a bad idea for Wop. Yeah,
I
don't think Wop would want to write anything down on a slip of paper. Wop's like, you're trying to steal my vote, literally?
No, I think Lottie's wondering if Wop's illiterate.
Oh,
is a sad
rather than
face.
the goblin phobia of written word, it's just wondering if Wop Wop can read and write.
Absolutely
I
not.
see. Well, then, I guess we don't need to make it anonymous. We'll do it like this. All in favor of showing these people the light that we were gifted, raise your hand and say aye. And Dale will raise his hand and go, aye.
We can do it later. I just don't want to show it right now. But I guess that's true.
Traeger, there's something about withholding the information that feels patronizing to these people, so I...
All opposed?
What will raise it?
Yeah, Lolly also raised her hand. Yes, I think that we should tell them after we are sure that the surface is safe.
Uh-oh,
Well,
we're at an impasse again.
There's been a tie.
Well, maybe we should go. How about
PvP.
Yeah. Put your dukes up. No. Well, how about this, you two? Why don't we just show the light to the leader and hear his opinion on the matter?
It's not just what Lan suggested to show it to the leader, or did he suggest?
I think Lan suggested to show it to the leader, but I thought Lan wanted us to show it to everyone. Am I misremembering that?
Yeah, the plan is meeting the leader at the tent, which would be in the center of town.
Okay, so if we show the leader, we're showing everyone essentially.
Unless you take the leader away from there.
We have to speak privately with the leader.
Yeah.
So
would be a possibility, but would be
a check, I assume.
Diplomatic check, yeah.
Oh no, Wop Wop's the one with the charisma.
I suppose that
only on the stat block.
I suppose that a possible compromise would be that we just show the leader, but extract a promise to not go to the surface immediately.
So I agree, like they have the right to know. I just think that it's for their own best not to show, because I feel like we're sending pigs to the slaughter if we show them and they rush off into the maze and die, or onto the surface and die. Right? I don't think they're prepared, and I think we are doing them a disfavor by showing them everyone and guiling them up.
My only point on that score is that we have no idea what these people are or not prepared for. We just got here. We've been here scarcely a day. In addition, who's to say that that's what they would do? Their leader, at the very least, deserves to know if this exists and let him decide. He's led these people for longer than we've known they've even existed.
I'm pushing from both Land and Window. I guess that's the rally and go to.
Yes. So I think that I would be okay with showing them if we could extract a promise to make sure that they are fully prepared before they go up, and they don't just immediately charge up and get killed by the demons, because that would be sad.
Well, if we do that could work. I mean, there may be a few people who go and run off, but we're not. Ultimately, we can't be responsible for the ones that do that.
I mean, that's what we are. We show them. We are responsible. That's kind of in our hands.
I'm still firmly.
I mean, you're still responsible if you give a kid a gun. You're still responsible for what the kid will do with that gun, right?
They are not children. They're infantilizing an entire culture.
No, but they are not. But Lan was very specific that the young people are the ones who are gonna rally behind it, because they are the ones who believe in the prophecy the most, and they're gonna be the ones running off and die. So it will literally be the kids that will run off and die.
Also, just to be clear, I don't know if you remember this specific point, but both Lan and Wendwag said that there are 5 kids that have run off to the maze and are currently missing.
I think it is literally just the kids that will run off or die if
Well,
we do
are we
this.
talking
No.
literal
I believe
children,
they mean just
or
being
what
young
we're saying is
adults.
kids?
I don't think.
If so the age of you three.
That is what we're assuming, right, GM?
Wawa assumes little
Oh,
kids.
okay. I think Lon meant like people around his age, which I assume is people around our age.
One would have called them kids.
They're younger than you.
It's yeah. It might be just like 2 years younger or 10. It's. I mean, you could ask, but he wouldn't clearly state that baseline.
Gotcha. Well, we have to do something. I'm still in favor of doing it, but we are at an impasse. So what do you got? What do we do now, guys?
Let's go with the chief then. See what he thinks, and give him the. I mean, he's the chief for a reason, right? Give him the responsibility of.
Do you want to?
You can chat with the chief a little bit before deciding as well.
Yeah. Let's see what. Yeah. Let's get his. Maybe let's not. We're not going to tell him that we have it, but we're going to talk to him and see what his mindset is about. Oh, here we can ask what he thinks between Wendwag and Lon, like what who he kind of leads towards more. That'll kind of give us the thing without actually telling him we have it.
See.
Sure.
Okay. So the discussion goes on for a pretty long while. You finish eating and talk a little bit more. Some of your companions have already gone to sleep before you stop talking, and when you see you're all quite tired, it's still not the best rest, but it's a lot better than the small stops you had to do before getting here and in the caves, and when Anevia had a little bit more trouble walking. This night goes quietly, but you all have this warm, fuzzy feeling in your chests in the morning. You feel a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, even. It's clear that this light of this angel is words is affecting you in one
dividing
way or
us.
another.
It's sent by the demons to cause harm to us.
Exactly. And in mechanical terms, you get the little abilities from your background in this rest. The diehard divinity and stuff.
Okay.
You feel emboldened by the power of the angel, except for Tragar. The feeling you have in the morning is the same you usually have. It's a little bit. It's just as warm as it is cold.
Nice.
You can see that while the angel is bolstering your energies, it still goes through your patron's ability, and you feel this dichotomy even in the power you're
Your
given.
patron takes a little bit off the
Nice.
top.
Yeah. He's like,
As-
no, have a
as
little
he
have
is.
a little depression along with it.
He's like, a little sadness. There you go. Just a
Yeah.
little bit of, like, aren't you a little pissed? Like,
Oh,
here you go.
some
It should be more
yeah, some
emo.
angel magic. I'll take that, and I'll give you this.
You wake up and have the regular preparations and rations of the morning, and start meeting up back at the village. Lon and Wendwag are waiting just down this hill that leads to the chief's tent when you arrive. And Lon very, very, very excitedly asks, so we're ready to talk now? Can I go up there and bring the chief? I think everybody is ready to hear what you have to show. And he looks around. You can see all eyes are on you. All of the fishermen tying their nets, all of the guards in their guard posts, all of the the potters, the cooking people, all of them are in a way either staring at you or just looking through their peripheral vision towards you. The focus is clearly on your group.
Oh,
It was a little bit like that before, but now it's a lot more visible.
I'm gonna lean over and go. I don't think we're gonna be able to tell the elder without doing it now. If everyone's literally watching us, I think it's go time, guys. Out of game.
Yeah.
Or out of game. What do you guys? I mean, we have to make a decision here.
Oh, out of game, I don't really care. Like, I'm fine with either or.
Yeah. Out of game, I'm fine showing the light. Just to feel like a character who's living in a foreign country under an assumed name would be kind of hypocritical to say we have to be honest about this. So
Yeah, fair enough. In the end, Lottie is the one that has it, so I suppose
and Lottie is susceptible to peer pressure.
Okay, I was gonna ask, like, if we vote yes, and then Lottie just is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
While you look at each other, Lon excitedly goes up to the chief's tent to bring the chief, and Wendwag just side eyes you with this. I hope you take the right decision, and starts walking up the ramp while like bringing you along as the one who will stand by your side. You see the chief's tent is larger than the rest of them. It's taller, it's made with some sort of leather and some wings stitched around to make this cone shape that goes all the way down. There are a few mushroom torches in the front, and this cloth draped seat, very, very poorly made of these mushroom stalks that they use as wood, and this cloth that covers it is actually quite that looks quite refined for all it's worth. And you see that the person Lon brings with him is this aged mongrel that is hard of walking alone. Lon is helping him by his arm, The hair on his head is these wispy, limp strands, and you see that the the features on his face are just as weird as all of the other creatures. His teeth and his nose and even one of his ears are like that of a rat, but his other ear is humanoid. He is a lot more full. He has way too many folds on his skin, on his neck. You can see his right eye is completely white with cataract, and you can hear with every step, with every breath he takes, this almost rattling sound in his chest. He walks a little bit forward, and Lon stops him from going even longer. Wendwag does a slight gesture to recognize the presence of the chief, and the chief starts looking towards each one of you with this one working eye that still gleams with a little bit of moisture. I have to show you the picture. The picture of this guy is really, really nice.
This
It's
is their elected
really
official.
good.
Damn it!
It
Have a
is.
previous decision.
You
We
said
should not
my-
tell
You
them
son of a
anything.
bitch! You stole my
not-
bit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. One of my alternate backup concepts that I didn't think would work was I was gonna ask to play a mongrel man, but then I was like, I think they're introduced there, and I think if I am one, it'd have more
Oh,
questions.
man. Yeesh.
The problem of being a mongrel
You
man
could-
is if the crusade takes too long, your character's son would have to
It's
come
true.
in.
You only have.
Yeah.
Don't these guys only live for like, I don't know, 20 years or so?
20 something years, yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, I thought that I picked a short way.
You could have been a character where you're
So
normal.
instead, I made a 40-year-old
Yeah,
man.
you could be the one normal guy down here who everyone is like, that guy's got something wrong with him. Just a normal human walking around.
I'm Lan's mom. I'm just Lan's mom.
You're just
I'm
Lan's
like,
mom.
hey.
You're Lan's mom. You're just like 45 or so. Like you're not even like that old. You're just a village elder.
Like, I'm crazy stupid.
If he's the elder, does that mean this guy's legit like, I don't know, 29? Like,
am I the oldest fucking person here?
Well, one doesn't know his age, so yeah.
Body's 11.
Dale's 22 or so probably.
Tragar is 40.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be like the oldest man alive if he was a Mongol man.
I'm pretty sure.
Traeger
Tragar wakes up. He's like, my patron made me feel sad about Angel, but my back hurts.
No,
so
no,
whatever."
hold on. The only other old one would. I think the only one older than you is probably Horgus.
the discussion stops because Traeger is like, people, I know you're young, but I have to sleep.
Yeah. We're all just hanging out by the campfire telling stories, and he's like, "How can you guys stay? It's only like 11, old man." Like,
Go the fuck to bed.
I don't think we should trust this guy with anything, though. This chief. I think that the fact that they chose this guy by, I assume, official election, just shows. I don't think we can trust him with anything.
Yeah, he has the look of an elected official.
Yeah, and doesn't look good.
I have to recompose myself.
dear.
Okay, so while this aged mongrel shuffles towards you, you hear this voice in the middle of the the cracks of his chest. Outlanders. Signs of your kind happen there. Indeed. And Lon, still holding his arm, looks towards him, looks towards you. Chief Soul, we found the light we were looking for, and the one who can wield it. They had a vision, and now the angel's sword has fused with the light and is somehow in the rat folk's armor. We have together all of the tribes, anybody who can hold a weapon. The young ones might still be alive in the maze. We can save them. We can save the people up there. And the chief just raises this hand with broken and too long fingernails. The hand is all soggy in skin and barely manages to go up enough to make Lan stop talking. Always talking about the future. Too hasty, too fast. You're going to get in trouble. And he looks once again at all of you, looks back at Lottie, who Len pointed out.
And
Uplanders wish, like the angel. Good things don't happen to all people. Always something more. Lan likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? You trust people because you want to believe there is more. But I am the key. I can't work with fate alone. Show us your light. Show us you can be believed. And then we can discuss.
yes,
And with that, you see Wendwag just staring at you. She is a little bit off of the chief's vision range, and you see those feline eyes she has looking at you like if she was ready to pounce, and just
Those beautiful eyes.
slightly shakes her head.
and Lottie's feeling kind of like peer pressure and awkward in multiple ways, and
You can ask questions. It's not just do it now. It's just the situation is
well, I think in this situation, if we sit here and ask, well, hypothetically, if we showed you the light of heaven, that would be that's
you can ask different questions.
well, I think that Lottie just ends up feeling peer pressure and activates the light. Just,
like just pressured by like everybody looking
yes.
at her.
Okay. Also, kind of in the interest of not spending too much more time in meetings, already have enough of that at work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so while you activate this light, you see all of you start shining these sparks, just like you saw before, very colorful, bright, like the light of the sun itself, sparking and illuminating this dark and damp cave. You see that it goes farther than the isle, than the little islet you are in. It reaches all the way to the walls of the cave, and it's like a beautiful cathedral window with the first morning light coming through it. You see the chief looking at you, but you also feel all of the mongrels that were staring at you, that were expecting something to happen, stop what they are doing. Knives in hands, nets in hands, fish cut open, boats in the middle of rowing. Whatever they were doing, it's less than this. This light is shining, it's warm, it's beautiful. All of them are transfixed by it. You see the cavern just gets engulfed by silence for just a second. And while that second passes, you see that the chief is crying. There are tears coming down these folds in his face. You can clearly see the shine in his eyes when he looks at the light you're bringing. You, you surely have the life, the, the angel. She, he came back from, from the dead to, to save us, to save our children. And while he helps the chief with this cloth and helps clean the tears that streak down his face. Lan looks at you and while his half face is still the same poker face it's always been, the human half is clearly happy. He's glad. He's relieved. He nods and thanks for just a second. And before any of them speak, you have the time to continue talking if you wish.
Is it right to say I'm
Or
feeling a
just say
little stage fright? Is that Tragard? Say something smart and wise.
What made you think that I was wise?
I don't know. You're old.
Yes, he's.
Thank you for that.
I meant that as a compliment. You're like an uncle or something.
So,
Rhaegar just goes, hang your clothes
Yeah, do
inside
your
when
laundry.
it's hot. So
You,
Hang your
Marjorie,
clothes
don't drink
inside
too
when it's
much.
hot, so it's more humid.
So everybody's still looking at Lottie, though, aren't they?
Yeah. There is this one moment of silence after the light shines, after the chief says that, where everybody is still a little bit fascinated by the view. Lan is nodding in agreement, and Wendwag has her hands crossed across her chest, waiting to see if that is the extent of your choice.
And Lottie kind of activated the glow because she was feeling pure pressure. Now she's feeling even more, and it's completely frozen.
Come on, Lottie, your thing is showing. Turn it on.
Lottie just flashed her sword in the middle of
Yeah,
everybody.
Lottie hears Wop Up say that, reaches up, turns off her headlamps, is still glowing.
It's so close.
Lottie, deactivate it. Turn off the angel light.
You broke them. You broke them.
Reading the description of the Blade of Lariel, I don't think you can turn it off.
Well, let's all wait for it.
Damn.
Are you going to do
Someone
anything
throw a
to
blanket
all of
over.
us.
Are you saying something to either the chief or any of the presents before I resume
all
the
right.
scene?
I'll just say to the chief.
No, just to know if I continue the scene.
No. I will say to the chief. I understand how much this means to your people. However, before any of you rush off to the maze, we need to ensure that the surface is safe. It is not even as we left that it is better than we left it. We don't want to send your people into undue danger.
That will be a diplomacy check.
Good, I'm great at those.
Can I
Super
say
great
I'm
at
can I say I'm aiding, trying to aid that just by by us doing this?
Yeah, if you want to, or the person with the highest diplomacy can roll. It's a group effort.
My diplomacy is +5. Does anyone else have anything better? Please say yes.
It would be Wop Wop with a
Wop Wop.
+6.
I don't think
What?
Wop Wop
What?
is going to help.
No, I mean, what you said is true. I mean, that fits
Okay.
what would
Cool.
say. So, because I was thinking, how can I unaid? But actually, I just agree with what you said.
Okay.
So that's fine.
So
Yeah!
the main.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey.
I mean, I'll phrase it slightly different, right? But generally speaking, yes.
You phrase it in just a very honest and candid way, and it just goes straight through the chief, and he clearly understands what you're
If
saying.
you guys go, you're gonna die. But let us go first.
Yes.
Because we've tried it. No, wait. Well, we're better at it. No, wait. Okay.
You see the chief thinking about it. It's clear that probably wasn't exactly going to be his first choice. Probably wasn't that far away, but your words do linger with him just a little bit. And let me just check one thing. Okay. You see the his face shifting a bit, and he nods and continues with, yes, we can't be hasty. We have to understand that the time, the time is on still so young. He thinks for a little bit longer, and and Wendwag steps forward a little bit, agreeing. We have the Angels champions with us. They can easily clear the maze. We can go to the surface, help whoever is in need, and protect our people at the same time. We don't have to be dumb heroes like you, Lan. We
Hold
can
Like
on.
you,
Wait,
Lan.
wait for our time.
Not like you, Lan. Dumb hero.
Well, hold on now. That's going a bit
And
far.
No. It's perfect.
Lan gives a words. I forgot the word. It's not edgy look. It's almost edgy look.
I assume he's kind of like pouting.
No, like he looks angrily
Staring
at.
daggers. Staring daggers.
Yes. It's edgy look, but it's not edgy look. He looks. He stares daggers at Wendwag and looks back at you. That's not what you're saying, right? This is the time for people to rise to the surface. We can make difference. There are people out there who need our help. We can make something out of these godforsaken short lives we have.
Well, yeah, that's what we're saying, but we're just
You
let
will,
us cut
in a
the way
week.
through, and then you guys can do that.
And you're saying we should wait down here while demons cut down people in the surface? We're letting people die up there if we wait.
Well, no. I mean, and
Wait,
we.
why?
Oh, go ahead.
He's completely unhinged.
I'm just gonna lean over to one dog. I was under the impression you wanted them to not know, so they didn't die. Why are you instigating them to do just that?
Wendwag continues speaking with a very, very loud and clear voice. They know the light is real, Lan. You have to understand that not everybody wants to throw their lives away for some crusader that doesn't even know their names. It's just you that wants your life to be worth more than whatever it is you think you're worth. Helping people down here, keeping your people alive, that was never enough for you, was it?
Okay, well now I'm getting a real bad feeling from Windwag.
So this seems incredibly
Oh,
personal.
also, yeah, hold on. I gotta push back on this. You're the one trying. You're saying that he's doing all this because he's being all selfish because he wants to be a hero, but you're doing this because you're selfishly just trying to be mean to people. Like you're doing this because you got your feelings hurt because we showed the light, right? You're acting like a little
She
girl whose favorite toy has been taken away.
she looks back at you with uh 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 a weird smile. Me? I am looking out for the future of the tribe. Going up right now, like Plan wants, is a death sentence. What you're saying is the only way that looking at this light can bring your people some sort of future life. And let me just check. It's clear to every single one of you that there is more to why she's saying that. It's not clear that she's lying, but it's clear that she is at least withholding information.
Yeah, she's
And
weirdly
Lon,
egging him on in a strange way.
yeah, and Lon continues with his exasperation and looks back at you. You have the power of an angel. If
Uh,
this isn't the miracle that our people were waiting for, if demons attacking the city wasn't the sign our people were waiting for, why are we even here? Why did the angels leave us down here if not to help people when the time came?
a lot of assumption.
And the chief raises his hand one more time, and the both the nethers stop talking the same instant and look at the chief while he says, "My decision was made. We wait. We wait for the uplanders to understand the situation. Our sign was given that we can help them. And now we wait for the opportunity to you learn, you rest. You always too hasty. Wait and you can help them as you want. And he looks at Wendlog. You bring them to the maid. Explain all you know about it and make sure they have a safe passage all the way to the surface. And he looks back at all of you, and you, Uplanders, you are more than anything our tribe has been waiting for. I am sorry I can't give you more aid in this situation. The tribe scatters. It will take time for word to reach them, but in time we will have our finest fighters ready to help you in your battle against the demons. When you are in need of us, and when the time comes for us to make a difference, send notice and we will be there. In the meanwhile, feel free to rest. Our village is yours, and your time here will be as comfortable as we can make it. And he looks at you with the eyes of someone who waits for confirmation, but also someone who expects questions or requests. He clearly is open to helping you. It's clear that you don't have to make any effort for him to help you with the most he can at this point. With or for all intents and purposes, Wop Wop's critical made him helpful to all of you, so you just can request anything he is able to do and he will do.
Wop is ready to leave.
Pass along this message to Lan for me, if you could. Since if I'm absorbing this information correctly, he's not going to be leading us. Wendwog is, right?
Yeah, Lan is when the chief gives this order. Lan looks at Wendwog, looks at the chief, is clearly pissed at the situation, and while Wendwog gets closer to the chief to stand by his side, Lon basically storms off, heavy footsteps towards his cabin a little bit further down.
Pass along a message to Lan for me, all right? I mean, this situation didn't exactly go the way that I wanted it to either, but we'll get you guys up there to help people. Trust me, right now is not the only time the Upworlders are going to need help.
Perhaps in the meantime, we could leave Nevia with Sam. She is injured and would probably not be good to go for the maze, but she could help them coordinate so that they are ready to fight alongside the survivors on the surface.
Oh, that's a good idea.
He and the elf should stay, along with the fat one. They would be hindrances more than help in the maze.
That is for sure.
The paladin is capable, but she also might be the best one to care for the wounded while we go through the maze and make sure the path is correct. And she looks at Dale. You can ignore Lan. He is a child more than anything else. He always wanted to be more than a mongrel. Is why he calls us that name. He thinks himself a human, a hero, higher than all of that. He will get over it. It's what he tends to do. I will be with you shortly. I will tend to the chief while you make your final preparations for the trip. It's a couple of hours walking. We can take a boat there. It's shorter. Shortcut I found a while back. Most don't know it. And if you want to get to the kids while they have any chance of being alive, that's the only chance we have. And it's going to take an hour or two for Wendwag to organize the things with the chief before you're able to leave. Are you going to do any final preparation, information gathering, or anything of the sort before leaving?
I cannot
or
think
any
of anything
interactions with
now.
NPCs.
As Wondwog walks away, Dale's gonna go, I don't say this about a lot of people, but I don't care for her.
That seemed
I like it.
strangely personal.
Yeah, a little awkward. That's for sure. Anyway, no, I can't think of anything else I need to do. I mean, would it be right to say that we are fully healed before we do go, or no?
Yeah,
I rested
absolutely.
a couple of
Okay.
times.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Other than that, I don't think we're going to spend any more money, right?
You would have full rations, everything that you would need for the trip. The villagers would give. They don't have much equipment. Anything that was any worth you already arranged with Tyra, and anything else would require a couple of days of going in and out of the caves to find where she stashes stuff. So it's a little bit too burdensome to be able to do. And the people would give you like sharp sticks and mushroom torches and some nets, some basic things that they would be able to acquire there that might be useful, but it wouldn't be worth enough coin.
Fair enough. I can't think of anything else.
Basically, if you want any level 0 equipment and adventuring gear, it's for free at this point for you, like caltrops or anything of the sort.
I want 1 million
Okay.
gold worth of level 0 swords.
Yeah.
Zyra starts pulling them out of her
Oh
folds.
God, they're all sticky.
For tumors.
Yeah, but seriously, I don't think a lot of. I mean, I'll give a second to think if there's any level 0 gear I want, but I don't think I need anything.
Yeah, no, I'm good too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Actually, note if we're if level 0 gears are on the table, maybe we should just get a second steel shield in case I have to like block a critical hit and destroy my current one.
Would it?
That is an option. Yeah.
You said it's free.
So while you
Okay.
you get this last piece of equipment, Wendlog finishes talking with the chief. You see a couple of other nethers leaving the town from the way you came in, to with what looked like parchment or the leather they use for messages, and you understand that they are going to the other tribes to pass on the information and start organizing things. Wendlog shows you towards a couple of these rowboats and takes the lead on one of them, and it asks for the others to take another. Would be like two of them dividing the group into, and she would start leading you towards the shield maze.
Oh.
And the middle of the way, she is going to talk a little bit about the shield maze with you.
How apropos that I chose to get a shield before we go to the shield maze.
The shield maze. It's really funny. The shield maze isn't really a maze and doesn't have anything to do with the shield. The official map has tiny little bit of a maze right at the end, and it's really cute.
I like to imagine that Windwog is giving us these fun facts like a tour guide or something as we're rolling in.
No, Wendwag is a lot more doom and gloom, unfortunately.
Yeah, I get the
But
I get the feeling
she
Windwog's
is
version of
going
fun is
to.
peeling the legs off a spider.
No, she is a spider lady, so it would be peeling the legs of a full
Oh,
lizard.
yeah.
That's
Maybe
not
Lon.
better. That's not
Nope.
better.
Arguably worse, in fact.
Okay, let me just get the information she has for you. Where is this thing? Is it here? I think it's here. It's too many PDFs and YouTube things. If any of you want to grab a coffee or a drink, I would say this is the moment, because this thing is just not where I expected it to be.
All right, let me go get a drink.
Yeah. I'm fine with taking a quick break.
Where is this thing? Here. Yes, here, finally. I say to take a break, and I find the thing.
Perfect.
Perfect. It's terrible, because all of the Wrath of the Righteous groups I ran for up until this point ended up with Lon. So I have finding Wendlog dialogue is a lot harder.
I know why that happens. It's because you're showing the adventure path picture of Windwag. If you showed the game picture of it, more people will go with her.
But the game picture of Wendlog is a lot less interesting.
Oh man, it's so good.
No, it is really pretty, but it's less interesting. There isn't feathers. There isn't
No,
like
but you went to the
talons.
last picture from the game, which is also cleaned up a lot. So.
It's basically the same thing from the one on the book. I'm
Maybe.
going to send the one on the book on the chat. It's really close.
Oh, you know what? This break is.
He looks a little bit angrier.
Oh, you know what this little break may give me a chance to do? Think of our level 0 items. You know what? I'm trained in medicine, but don't have a medicine kit. Time for a healer's toolkit.
Nice. Look, it's basically the same. He looks more serious in the book, to be honest.
Oh,
I would trust the book Lon a lot more than PC game
oh,
Lon.
he looks like that's kind of a smoldering gaze there. Like,
Yeah, the lizard eye is a lot more apparent.
When I played this way back when, the only thing I remembered about the Mongrelmen is I remember Lon, I guess. I remember there was a guy and there was another one. I do not remember Wendwag at all.
It's because she's not in the AP in this part of the adventure. I
Yeah.
believe. This is like from the game where she is, and I think it's a great improvement to it because I think she's such a cool character.
yeah.
But in the original AP, she's basically like a mini boss you meet somewhere in the shield. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
she is the female Mongrel Moon Ranger one on H4.
I remember in the
Uh,
game
it's
she felt so
it's
cartoon.
this dynamic of the two of them is really interesting, and both of their stories are really interesting, and how they add to the campaign as a whole. So I do this slight shift.
In the game. I remember I was like, I think Wendwog is really interesting in the game, but my problem with her is that in the beginning she's so like cartoonishly mean spirited that I was
Oh yeah.
entirely like, I don't want to hang out with you at all. Like I was
No,
like, it was like
her introduction is not very
it's
good,
literally
right?
her
Like,
going like,
it's very hard
Lon,
to
you
side with
loser,
her.
you still believe in the sword? Like, okay.
Yeah, but then once if you played through it and you realize how boring Lan is,
Oh yeah.
the next playthrough you'll feel like Window
Yeah,
regardless.
the
Lan is just a
the
boring character, man. I did the mistake many people did in the first playthrough, right when it came out, accidentally romancing Lan because I accepted it
Oh
too
well,
early.
yeah.
I'm
That's
like, how does this
that
work?
game's
Like,
romance system was
what?
crazy. The Dataron, I was like, "Hey man, you're cool," and he's like, so we're fucking," and I'm like, sorry man, no.
I mean, it's better than Baldur's Gate. I'm going to teach you magic. Wait, not that
Yeah,
magic.
yeah. Hey, Will, want to dance? No.
Baldur's Gate. I'll be real. I played. I have 500 hours clocked on Baldur's Gate 3, and let me fucking tell you, it is so goddamn hard to romance Will. Not because it's like particularly hard, but because he doesn't activate and get you the cutscene where you can
Oh
start
yeah.
dancing with him until after 3 people have already tried to fuck him.
I mean, let's we'll get back to the game in one
You
day.
have
But
you have to be chased for so long.
let's be honest here. Will is like the least interesting of like the campaign.
They
Oh, for
wrote.
sure,
I
man. There's
feel
so
like
many cool people.
they did him dirty because like
Yeah.
his storyline is
I
just kind of not
Yeah.
there, and then like for some reason you can fuck his patron, and then like also
I don't know who did that with
There's,
Misora,
like-
man. What a bad deal, because she sucks too.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
but you're
also,
given the options
That's
here, right?
true,
And you're
that's
looking
true,
at the
yeah.
two and be like,
it is crazy to me that Misora is in this game as a warlock patron, and Raphael is a core part of the plot, and those two never have anything to say to or
Yeah,
about
it's
each
very
other.
clear they changed Will a lot. Sorry.
And like I don't know, Will has the story of just every warlock. Like if you play a Fiend
yeah.
Pack Warlock in 5th Ed, your story is I would like my soul back, please. That is every Fiend Pack Warlock's whole story, unless you're playing full
agree.
on.
Yeah.
I think it's just not very original in story. Just feels like
Yeah.
everything is cookie cutter.
Actually, to just to organize things, we have another half an hour ish of game to go.
Mhm.
The currently Wendlog is going to say a little bit about the maze and what to expect, and we have the introduction of the maze and first combat. Do you want to go all the way there, or do you prefer to leave it to the next session? How are you in terms of time and stuff?
I am okay with either choice.
I'm fine.
We're gonna get through a whole
I'm fine
combat
continuing on
in half an hour.
Yeah, that I don't know if we'll get through an entire combat in half an hour. If people want to stop mid combat or whatever, I'm not opposed to that. I'm also not
Yeah, it's
opposed
not
to clean
a
setting.
complex combat, so it's easy to stop midway
Yes,
as well.
I would prefer to continue. I don't want to forget how to play my character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'm down. Yeah.
let us
continue,
continue.
Okay. Okay, so while you are in the boat, you start talking about this weird gate place, and Wendwag seems pretty confused because you're going to a maze, but the 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 way there is filled with her talking a little bit and giving these snippets of information, and she starts saying the maze is a dangerous place. I never was able to go all the way through to the other side, but I have been able to map most of it. It's a place that attacks both the body and the mind, and you have to be wary of everything when you are there. She considers a little bit how to continue. There were others, explorers like me, who wanted to go to the surface, who wanted to map the maze just as I wanted to. They were less careful. And so when the creatures started crawling, when the voices started entering their ears, they failed one after another. Now the maze is filled with our people, those who were too weak to be able to come back. You, though, she looks at all of you, even on the other boat, as she continues rowing. You are different. You are going to be able to suppress the voices, I'm sure of it. And you will be the first to cross the maze in its entirety.
Well, it's either that or die.
She nods. I do believe we won't be able to find any of the lost ones, alive or sane. They went into the maze unprepared, and they have paid the price for it. If we can find their bodies, that might be more than we would expect.
Since Dale is already kind of not super happy with Wundwog, and also it was kind of obvious before that she was not really telling a lot of truth, or she
Yes.
when she's talking about how she found the dead, when she found like people who have gone in there dead already, or she wasn't able to help them. Is there something I could roll to see if like is she not saying more than what she knows on that?
You can roll a perception check. It's a sense motive.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, with you having caught her withholding information in the past, it's a lot easier to understand the ways she speaks when she is telling the whole truth, or the the events as is, or if she's trying to embellish something or portray something a little bit differently than it is. And it's clear that while she isn't not saying something, she is clearly putting words and very specific ways to make them look a certain way. Like she is telling a story. She isn't telling the facts.
All right.
Don't know if it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. She's being really selective with her words in a way that, like, yeah, she's kind of telling the truth, but there's definitely other stuff that to be said about the situation.
It, it might even be like she is kind of telling the truth, but she is telling one very specific version of the truth that she wants you to hear.
This is a very curated
Yeah,
way of
yeah.
talking for
I'll
Yeah.
Dale will keep that to himself for now, but maybe mention that to the others a little later on when Wendwag maybe isn't with us.
It's like that she wants you to see things through a very specific lens,
Yeah.
basically. But okay, you are going to stop in this rocky this rocky shore. It is just another cavern where the water ends. You can see there is a specific bit of stone broken and stuck onto the ground to work as a makeshift pole to tie the boats. It's clear that Wendwag has used this path more than once before. It's either her or somebody else that rode all the way here and made this to make to be sure the boats were here when they came back. And she easily ties the ropes while you get down from them and onto the shore. You would have a little bit of time further away from her right now, and then probably not again for a long while. It wouldn't be a lot of time though.
Hey guys.
Like while she's tying the
Yeah.
boat and
Hey
stuff.
guys. When we were talking with Windwag about the missing people and the dead people she was talking about in the cave, I don't know if anyone else got this vibe, but did it feel like she was selling us a story full of snake oil? Like only like half of what she was saying was kind of correct.
I can't say that I'm readily willing to trust her.
Yes,
I would trust her with my life.
it is true that she was a little bit suspicious with that the way she changed her story so quickly.
Yeah, I'm just saying that when she was talking to us about specifically about the people, the dead young people that she's finding in by the shield maze, it's like she really wanted us to believe a certain story. I'm not saying she was lying, but it just fell off. I'm not saying we do anything or anything like that. I just want everyone to be aware and maybe keep an extra eye on her. This whole thing's got my skin crawling like it's being covered in June bugs.
Because her skin is blue, Dale, I feel like a little bit, what's the word? Judgmental here. I'm also blue skinned.
Well, I was gonna say, Wop Wop, that's how you know I'm not, because your skin's blue and I like you plenty fine.
Can't argue with that logic.
I have a friend who's blue now. That's all Dale has to say for now.
Okay, well, I trust her.
I think Wop Wop will be trusting her to the point in which she's actively like stabbing him, and then then he'll be like, "Hold on, something may be a little off about you."
That sounds about right.
I was talking with a closed mic because I'm very smart.
Happens for
To the best and the worst. The the spider lady finishes tying the bolts and goes back towards the group with already her bow and hand and an arrow ready and one of her clawed fingers. She says, "From this point, I'd suggest being wary. It's a dangerous cave, but it's not far from here. A couple of minutes at most, and we'll be right at the start of the maze." And she starts walking forward. You don't find any dangers until the first landmark, but it is a very weird landmark from what you were expecting. You see this in one of the sides of the cave. It's like you've seen before. There is this wall built from stone brick with a heavy wooden door that's slightly open. There is a little bit of space that could fit a person squeezing through without moving any of the doors. And Wendwag seems very comfortable with the sight of this stone wall. She says, "The maze is right after that door. We will reach the start of it just just ahead." And she goes first without much issue. She squeezes through the slightly open double doors inside, and you can see the yellow eyes and the darkness in front, or the just the slight side of her silhouette illuminated by Traegar's light spell.
Yep, Lottie will follow.
Yep, following.
Okay, so let's see. You don't have any trouble going through without disturbing the door, and the side on the other side is even more interesting than on the outside. You see that this is a large, almost rectangular room. The floor is made of elaborate stone tiles. It's a little bit lower in the center than it is in the corners. There's like one step that goes to the edges and the corners. You see on both sides on the walls there are these banners draped on the wall, deeply red. They seem to be recent, very well kept for something that was down here from the experience you have with the Crusader tombs you found before. You see in front of every and each one of those banners, there is this copper bowl, an unlit brazier of sorts that holds a few pieces of already spent wood or coal. And the weird thing comes when Tragar enters the room, and his light spell makes everything be more colorful, and you can discern the colors from the others. You see every one of those banners, it has this one dark symbol in the middle of it. Let me get the symbol for you. It is me. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There should be a thing here. This is the thing. It's Wrath of the Righteous. I am terrible at finding things, apparently.
I find Foundry to be
It's
kind of annoying. Like it's a little.
It's more my folders. I have like three RPG folders, three different RPG folders, and two of them have Wrath of the Righteous folders inside of them. And it starts getting confusing after a while. You will see every one of the banners have this symbol in black in the middle of it.
Wonder what that means.
Wonder what that
Hey guys,
means.
I think we're in a really holy and nice place. I think this is going to be good.
I don't know. Satan.
Well, hold.
Yes.
This is Galarian. There are like a billion Satans.
Satan
Yeah.
is real.
Satan is red.
I
Anastasia
also
Romanov
have.
freaking out about
It's
it.
true.
Really.
It's true.
I also have. It isn't pretty. I couldn't make it proper, but it is the closest thing I found for this room. But yeah, you see on the other side there is this other double door. The room is this wide rectangle with the rounded corners. And Wendwag, when all of you step through, Wendwag looks at the other door. That is the entrance of the maze. From there on, expect everything to get harder.
I'm not crazy. This looks like a really fancy house, right?
So it would seem.
So there's just a really fancy giant mansion underneath the ground below the city, with a bunch of creepy banners everywhere that these guys call the Shield Maze.
I would not like it if my house was a maze, so that would be very inconvenient.
Do these banners? Can I roll a religion on what's going on with these banners, or like an arcana or something?
It's very clear to you that the goat creature in the middle of the pentagram in a banner underground in front of braziers is probably Baphomet.
Can I move one of the braziers under one of the banners to light it up?
Wendog, were these here the first time you were here?
She looks at the banners. Yes, they are scattered around the maze. You can see Most of them are here. This is the more organized part, but once we get deeper, we'll see them again.
Mm-hmm.
As Dale will do two things: responding to Windowag and also trying to keep Wop Wop from lighting a fire that will cause in a cave where we need to breathe. As Dale's like, hey, Wop Wop, hold on, we can't have smoke or we'll suffocate. Windowag, these and you've been in this like a few times, right?
She nods. I almost have the entire thing mapped out.
And you were telling us about the whispering voices. Any of them give you very thoughts of being a bull?
She looks at you. You see each one of the 6 eyes blinking in sequence. No.
Well, I guess that's good.
What are you talking about?
He'll lean down to Wop Wop. Wop Wop, the guy on the banner. It's that Baphomet fella we learned about.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're finding it. That'll
Well,
fix it.
yeah, but we can't burn them because we're underground and it'll suffocate and die. I learned that actually. I learned that in like the 2 days of schooling my mom gave me.
No, I mean, the brazier is already on fire. We're not suffocating, right? Just put the banner in here.
How about this? Why don't we?
No, the braziers are unlit.
Oh,
Well, let me pull out my
no,
flicker.
okay. Well, how about this? Wop Wop, I'll make you a deal. Let's get through the shield maze and lead the underground crusaders through the shield maze, and then you can light it on fire.
All right. That's
Okay, all right. I think I'm getting a handle on how to talk to you.
Unlike a small child, Wop Wop understands delayed gratification.
You can burn 2 banners instead of 1
later if you wait. Yeah. Well, Dale will have his weapon out ever since Wendell warned us to be ready. If there's nothing else in this room and it's just the double doors, Dale's gonna kind of walk up to him and go, "All right, guys." He's not being too loud, but he's like, "All right, everyone, get out your implements and take up a position. I'm gonna open this here door and we're gonna get on started, right?"
Bloody nods and takes out a wrench.
Okay, so while you start going towards the door, Dale, you are going to notice 2 things while you approach the door. You're going to notice that there to you clearly is some sort of device that would be triggered if you tried opening the door, and you can see the Wendwag's yellow eyes looking at you, getting close to the door with some sort of expectation, and seeing you stop right before the door and not trigger the mechanism. She responds with a pleasant agreement. I would imagine you would be good enough to find it without me telling you. You do well in reminding yourself to be wary of all when you are in the maze. And while she says that, she gets a little bit closer and gets a couple of metal pieces. Do you want to do the honors?
No, I got fingers like a cat has. well, I can't think of an analogy right now, but I'm no good at tinkering with stuff.
Claws.
Yeah, that one. Well, no, because it's the opposite. Because I'm bad with my fingers when it comes.
She says that with clearly showing her claws in a tempting way.
Oh well, why don't you
Yes.
take care of
This is
that?
making me
Wop Wop, why don't you switch places with me? I'm
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Just
Open the door?
no. Stand next to the Windowag here, while I stand back, and
Alright.
give her a hand. You're good at tinkering with stuff, right?
Yeah, I am. You need me to tinker this lock?
Why don't you help Windowag with it, if he can give her an
So
aid,
Wop
right?
Wop. You can roll make an impression with thievery.
I'm setting you up, my man.
Dale the wing. Wop Wop is a little bit embarrassed.
Oh God!
no, it's even
Sorry.
worse.
the girl
Right?
doesn't draw impressed of you.
Everyone knows that the alt girl needs you to be able to lockpick doors.
Exactly. The spider lady loves her bad
Yeah.
boys.
I remember high school.
So while you try to understand the lock, it's clear to you that Wentwag has unlocked this before, and even before you can start giving her your help, she already unlocked the thing and gave a step back and looked at Dale and Lottie and like gave a gesture with her head towards the door. I believe it's best if you go first. I'll handle attacking from a distance. And she cocks one arrow on her bow and gives a little bit of space before you open the door.
I'm gonna copy
And
her and put some more ammunition.
while
room.
you open the door, I'm going to bring you to the shield maze while we finish our section for today. I would imagine it's going to be like
Yes,
this,
sounds good to me.
or Trigger and Wop Wop probably switch.
I would try and hide a little bit, so I would probably be under the. And I would have a little bit of cover.
Oh, hey, it's Gollum.
That's just Gollum. that's
You
I can't see shit.
oh.
you start opening the door and you can see the cavern walls still a little bit lined with stone brick, but a lot more rough than the fancy room you've just been in. Goes all the way up to clearly makeshift barricade with rocks and pieces of wood and mushroom. And right before you see one of these nethers you have seen a couple of times now. These ones are a little bit different. You see their eyes are larger and they glow a little bit red, and they look at you with open mouths and cracked teeth. And while you open the door and you start taking position, you will see this first creature. I don't have pretty pictures for all of the mongrels, unfortunately. So I varied a little bit in creatures from the bestiaries. But you see this first mongrel creature looking at you and opening this mouth that finishes with the snout of a bat, and he's going to screech. And while this creature's screech fills the caves behind you and behind them, we're going to end today's session. As always, thank you all for playing, and we'll go to our little feedback corner. Through/stop. Goodbye, Craig.